Okay, I'm Tabitha Calvin.
And I'm Antonio Calvin.
We're the Calvins, of course. What we wanted to do, we're doing a startup business plan. And what it is, one thing you got to think about when you're doing your business plan is two things. It's to get funded and it's to have a roadmap. Your business plan is very important. If you don't have a business plan, it's literally like you going blindly into your business. And that's something that y'all don't want to do, right? Okay, so I want everybody to close their eyes.
Want me to do them? All right. All right, so close your eyes, and now let's picture your customer. Whoever that customer is, picture them struggling, desperately praying, hoping for a solution that's gonna free them of whatever problem they have. And they're hoping, like I said, that someone steps in and makes their life easier. There's someone, that solution that God sent to the earth is you. Now, with that being said, what are the things that that person is needing? What is it that's hurting them? What is it that, like I said, pains them? And then how is it that your business is going to deliver in every single one of those areas that's causing them problems?
Now, I want y'all to take that and think about your customer. I want you to write those 3 frustrations down. Write those 3 frustrations down that your customer could be having. So let's say, for instance, if you are if you're doing something with, let me see, home health. We can think about home health. Your pain is the customer, the client is the patient. The patient frustration is, can't find a good home health nurse, can't find nobody to sit with me, I'll need to stop somebody to talk to, okay? So that's something that you can think about. Your 3, you can write down 3 to 5 main frustrations that your customer have. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so one thing I want you to do, we're gonna email this to you guys, so you should get this in the email. This is basically the workbook, but for now, y'all got pen and paper or your laptops, write this down, type this up, because what we're about to show you is literally you can walk out of here. We're doing 1/2 today, but this is a fundable business plan. If you are interested in taking your business to the next level and you know you need a roadmap, you got to follow these instructions. So I'm gonna email this to you. So now we're gonna start off, name your business. If you don't know what your business is, that's fine, just put something down. If you're thinking about doing, I guess, candles, or you're thinking about doing anything, just put candles by K or candles by, whoever. Just put something down, because what God says is you have to write it down and make it plain. It's nothing, we get everything out of our head on paper, okay? And so once y'all done with that, we need to know your mission, your why. Why are you creating this business? What is the why behind it? So write that down too. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so the next one we're gonna write is the vision statement. So type that in, vision statement. The vision statement basically is, what do I see my company doing in the next 5 years? Because if you can take your mind there right today, you're gonna work on it. And your business plan helps you see the roadmap. It helps you see the end, okay? A vision statement. So I can say for my company, Tabitha Technology, I always do 3 different things. 2 actually. I say Tabitha Technology will be $1 million company in 2027. I do it more, I say by
it's almost like it's the exact same.
If yes, you can do that.
It's the same thing as like what we have at the church, where the church has a mission statement and then they have a vision.
Yeah.
The mission statement should lead up to the vision. So the vision of the church is to get 1 billion souls, present 1 billion souls to the Lord. And the mission to do that is to reach the lost, bring back the scattered, heal the broken, all those different things to get to the mission. So for your business, it's the exact same thing. Like, what is it that you're gonna say, my mission is to do what for your customers? Or what things are you trying to do for your customer or for yourself? And then your vision statement will be, hey, in the next 5 years or next 10 years, I will have X result.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna stay on the problem that you're solving, because I see a lot of businesses that I've actually worked with doing their business plan. A lot of people don't. It's almost like I serve everybody. That's not good. You should not create your business saying you're gonna serve everybody. The moment that you can almost obsess over somebody else's problem, money is going to come. The moment you obsess, almost like, so if my company, I have a IT company, right? What I did was I sat down with physicians, even if they was like, oh, well, Tabitha, this is wrong. I sat down and I said, what is something that keeps you up at night? What is something? Tell me about IT, or what your frustrations are. And it literally led me to making more money. So talking to your customers is very, very, very important, because they'll literally tell you the roadmap. They'll tell you, hey, this is the problem. This is what I don't like. And then all you do is write. Oh, thank you. So all you do is write it down. You literally go to your customers before, you can talk to them. If you got one client that'll say, hey, Andrea, I really and truly hate this, that. You need to be writing it down, because that's gonna bring you some more money, okay? So that's one thing I want y'all to focus on. Don't be so caught up in being rejected. Even if you do something and you're like, okay, well, I did this for this customer and they didn't like this, they didn't like that. It's literally the best thing is to go to them, talk to them about the problem, talk to them about what you did or did not do right. Get those answers, because now you can you can take your business to another level by listening to the person that you just did business with, or you can also just get more information from your customer. It will help you make more money, okay? So one of the scriptures we wanted to go over, you can.
What, this scripture right now?
It's this one right here.
Commit your work. This is Proverbs 16:3. Commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established.
So think about the biggest pain points your customers facing, what bothers them so much that, like I said, they'll pay you for it. I know you got to dive deep into your customer's problem. What keeps them up at night? And explain how your solution will transform their lives. People buy results. They don't buy, okay, well, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. Think about it. You got that crazy salesperson, you're not gonna buy from them. Most of the time, the person that speaks to your pain is the person you're going to give your money to. So think about it like that when you think about your problem, okay? So I want y'all to write that down. What specific problem will you solve for your customer? So the next thing is, are y'all finished? I didn't give y'all no time. So the question is, what specific problem will you solve for your customer? Another question that can help you with this is, what do my customers hate doing, or what keeps them up at night? What do my customers hate doing, or what keeps them up at night?
Y'all a little bit of time to finish right now, but we're gonna pick up on the next point. It's the same thing. It follows the same problem. We're on problems. Identify customer pain points. And we have another scripture. Like, we got a lot of scriptures in this. We have Galatians 6:2. Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. So like I mentioned before, company that you're creating, you're doing this to help someone else's problem. You're a solution, so you're going to be helping their burdens, whatever their burden may be. Where if you do hair, I don't have the time to do hair, I don't know how to do hair, you're their solution. So, like we've been talking about, think about the different problems they have. And this one right here is another similar question, but all these questions are going to help you narrow down and identify what problems they're having, and if what you're providing is actually going to solve that problem. So the question is, what difficulties are your customers experiencing that you can solve? Like, we know they have problems, but which of those problems can you actually solve?
You got time to write that down?
All right, so the next part is, why is this problem even worth solving? We got to think about when we're creating businesses, we can come up with an idea and say, I'm going to make something that does this, but is it actually going to be something that is profitable? So for this right here, why is the problem that you're trying to solve, why is it worth it? Worth it. Like why is it worth even going through trying to even solve the problem?
Okay, so now we kind of honed in on the problem. I want 4 people to come up here. I want you to tell me that one thing that will solve your customer's biggest pain. So anybody can come up here. We just want y'all, we want to hear from y'all. So, Marisha, you want to come up here?
I would say my solution is giving them direction. So being the one who kind of like helps them take their idea and to start implementing, so giving them a plan, like a starter plan, so that with a lot of people, they really just don't know they know what it is that they want to do, but they don't know where to start. So giving them those tools to do that.
So that's the problem. Okay.
I would say a safe Christian environment for your creators. That's my solution.
Okay. We got 2 more.
For me, having Christian clothing to wear and being able to, I guess, like, wear what you represent in your head, like, being able to wear that, like, on the outside.
Mine would be empowering the customer to be more knowledgeable about holistic alternatives, to be able to be healthier and to live a better, pain-free life.
You got 1 more?
I would say listening to the person, because a lot of times people have a lot going on and sometimes they just want to vent. So being able to listen to them and then get it out of their chest and give them a sense of relief.
Okay, we got another scripture. It is, for we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for his good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. It's Ephesians 2:10. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to see what makes your solution special. We know Holy Ghost gonna be on it, but we also need to hone in what makes it special. So describe how your idea is different or better than the other options out there. I'm not saying that you have to be looking at your competition, I'm gonna try to get their lane. What I'm saying is, you need to know what is your unique position. What is your unique hook to grab attention? This goes into marketing. Everything that's in your business plan, it's gonna go right on into your marketing. So the moment that you can understand what your problem and your solution is, your marketing is gonna be easy to do. So what's unique about your solution? Why will people choose you? What unique features or benefits make your solution stand out? So I want y'all to take a moment and write it down. I will repeat the question. What's unique about your solution? Why will people choose you? Which unique features or benefits make your solution stand out? And a lot of times, looking at your competition or even buying, this is one thing I've done before. I have literally used my credit card to buy something to get the play. And I know it might sound crazy, but I've literally paid for a solution, and then I've seen the kinks, I've seen the things because I wouldn't be able to see it if I didn't use my card. So that's another thing that you guys can do. I'm not saying go out there and spend, but in order to understand somebody's infrastructure, you have to become their client. And a lot of times you'll see, okay, well, they didn't do this is something that I can provide. You'll see the gaps. That is one thing that you can do that will help you as well. So just think about it. The question again, I want you to write it down. What's unique about your solution? Why will people choose you? And which unique features or benefits make your solution stand out? I can give you another example. One thing, if you think about Jeff Bezos. Am I saying it right? Okay, so one thing that he did, there were books everywhere. What was unique about his solution? Can somebody answer that? What was unique about his solution versus what he changed the game with books? He started off with Kindle, right? What was unique about his solution was, okay, we're gonna offer a digital book. And there was other players out there that was actually doing it. He just took it to a whole nother scale, right? So you gotta think about that. What's unique about your solution? Why would people choose you? And what unique features or benefits make your solution stand out? Sometimes it could be that, okay, I'm more personable. Because a lot of times in the digital world, we get to the point where everybody's texting. But one thing and how God created us is that we are to connect with other people. A person can say all day long, I don't like people. But in the essence of them is God. So God says, you are created to be you're going to serve people, but you're going to please me. So you have to think about the fact that when God created you, you're created to, if you don't make money, you gotta like people. That's at the end of the day, okay? So what's unique about your solution? Why would people choose you? And which unique features or benefits make your solution stand out?
All right, so now that you have that, the next thing is we're going to go on the actual solution. So what are you offering? What are you offering? Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it a combination? Is it subscription? What actual products or services do you offer? Write them out. Don't just have them in your head, thinking it out. Hey, I'm going to sell this and say, no, write it out. Write it out so you can make sure that everything that you're offering falls in line with what your business is supposed to be doing. All right, so I don't know if y'all have everything written down on that, but I'm just leading you up to the next question. The next question is what we're going to be doing is we want some people to volunteer and then to come up and present or whatever, or just speak to say what their solution is and how it solves the problem. So, and it's kind of like in the format of our solution does X, Y, Z to resolve these pains and for whatever customers. So it's like what you were mentioning, the people before when you gave examples, you were giving examples of your solution, but tie everything together with what we first discussed, the problems and then the solution. So an example will be like, hey, I'm such and such with whatever company, I'm gonna be doing whatever my solution is to help people having whatever the problems are. So you can make your own little twist to it or whatever, but put everything together, wrap everything up, because the better you can have this together, when you get to the point where you're networking with people, you'll be kind of developing and creating your pitch. Your pitch of saying what you do, what your business stands for, what you're trying to solve. So I give you a little bit of some minutes to do that, and then we're going to get some people to volunteer to share theirs.
Another thing that I do is I make things simple. Do not overcomplicate it. Because what my research shows is in the United States, let me make sure I say this right. The statistics for people is that a lot of people are on 8th grade level. Talking over somebody's head, you might as well just walk away from your check. Because if you talking all this jargon over somebody, they're like, I don't even understand what they're saying. So the one thing you gotta do is make it so simple that a 5th grader can get your business. So one thing that I always do every single time is something simple, and it might sound crazy, like I said, but I say I help doctors with their IT headaches. That's it. Because the moment I talk to a doctor, they already know, oh, Tabitha, yes. And they love talking about themselves, so they go right into all the issues that they have with their IT headaches. Oh, this happened and this happened, and it gives me a log. I can literally take my phone out. I said, I'm just gonna take notes. I take my phone out most of the time. If it's gonna be a long-winded doctor, I take my phone out and I go straight into what they're saying. Because the moment that I can identify their problem, which is quick, it's a quick conversation, I can automatically sell them, and they're gonna say yes. They're gonna literally be doing their head like this. I'm like, okay, Dr. So I can fix this. This is the problem, and this is what I can offer. I can literally speak to their pain right then and there, and I get the sale. So the moment that you realize that you can take your one-stop shop conversation, that's how I talk, that's what I'm saying. What you can take it and say, okay, I help doctors with their IT headaches. So if you want to make it real simple that a 5th grader can understand your business, say, I help someone blank with this problem. And that's the way I would suggest y'all do it, or you can come up with your own twist, just like Antonio said.
Yeah, anybody want to volunteer?
We're probably not gonna do it. SANGUIS. Can anybody pronounce that?
Sangus? S-A-N.
SANGUIS. Somebody say it out loud. Sanguis. This is a Latin term that means blood or the blood. And with sanguis, I want to be able to help men of God accomplish everything. So it's basically sanguis, accomplish everything. That's it. But basically, with my clothing brand, it's a Christian men's clothing brand. The pain points of my customers are, I need Christian clothing to wear, or I'm struggling in my identity in Christ, or I need encouragement in my transition. I need to be encouraged. That's everything.
Somebody do this.
Okay.
Like I said, don't complicate it.
I encourage men of God to accomplish everything. I encourage men of God to accomplish everything.
We might not have time because I know we got.
Okay. The Cornerstone Company will help build the hope and confidence of an impoverished and unhoused community by creating a stylish, casual wear brand using proceeds supporting to the homeless community in the Mid-South, providing things like fresh meals, hygiene essentials, job coaching, and other resources. And for every merchandise item purchased, we help provide cornerstone wear to those same people. I'm Essel Veggies, and basically we seek to promote and inspire that you can do a lot with a little. So whether you have a little piece of land or a little more, I can come help you set up with gardening, as well as you can purchase fresh produce and cook items without worrying about what's in the food.
My solution would be to implementation of academic educational plans for every student where they all have their own AEDs, similar to IEPs in the education program.
Massage service, wholeness, and healing, bringing healing to the mind, body, and soul.
I help educate individual families, small business, and the others on how to manage their money financially, prepare for the future. Retirement.
Good deal.
Okay. Dr. Jones?
I provide holistic alternatives for individuals through herbal remedies and therapy massage to strengthen their body holistically.
Can it be the last one?
Yeah. she can do it.
Yeah, she can do
I cultivate and learn leaders for artistic and academic training for future prosperity.
Okay, now, I also want you to take time to write down, I help blank with, well, let's look like this. I help customer with this pain. So the pain can be a substitute for something. The customer can be, I help dads become better fathers. You know, like, because I want y'all to understand it is so much easier. If an investor is listening to you, if you're talking to trying to get your business funded, right? And an investor that is talking to you, they want to get it right in there. They don't want all that fluff. The ones that I've talked to, the ones I've done pitches for. So I'm saying when you got a bank and you talking to them, they really got 1,500 people. So you want to hone in exactly on what you do so they can quickly get it, okay? So that's one thing I want to challenge y'all with. That'll be our homework. Try to get into one sentence. The one moment you can get into one sentence and you can explain it, I literally keep saying it to a fifth grader, you can get some money, you can get funding for your business, okay? All right.
All right, the next section that we have is the same thing, is following along with the solutions. And it says, how does your solution work? And this is kind of like an internal thing in your head where you're kind of just thinking through like the actual product or the service. How does it actually work? Because sometimes we may come up with ideas of we're going to do something for a business, but we don't know the actual moving piece of how it actually works and how it's going to actually generate income. So this is something where, like I said, it's a question. How will your product or service make life better for your customers, and how does it work? Not just that, hey, I'm going to cut hair, but then if you say I'm cutting hair, like how does the whole process work? How does it happen to where they book the appointments? Where are they going to begin their haircut? Think through those different things, because it's not simple as I'm going to just do this one thing. There's many moving pieces, so you need to take the time to think through the full process. For like the ones who want to do clothing brands, same thing, clothing. For their industry, you need to think through, where am I going to get my supplies? Do I have the equipment I need to make the designs for the hoodies? Where are my customers at? Who's my target customers that I'm going to be selling to? But just think through the process. So that's a great question for you all to answer, and you're not going to be answering it like right here in the next 3 minutes. This is something that's going to take time for you to actually think through to try to figure out, like, how does my service that I'm doing and my product actually work? How does it work?
Yeah, for the how your solution work, you literally got to sit down and do a step-by-step framework for your product. Where are my customers coming from? Where are they hanging out at online? Are they in Facebook? I really don't understand if are they in Kroger's, like where are my customers? So you gotta think about that. Where are your customers? What's the framework? And to get them to become, instead of potential customers, real clients. Okay? So the next one is we call it the market analysis. It's called, who are your customers? I want y'all to literally take time. We're gonna do it real fast. This has to go fast because we're trying to put something that's like 12 hours into the 2. So listen, who are your customers? Describe the types of people or businesses who will buy from you. And you want to focus on finding your dream 100 customers. Everybody is not your customer. I got to say that. Every single person is not your customer. You cannot say everybody because you would never know who to market to. If you say everybody is your customer, you have no business to me. And because you haven't obsessed over their problem. The moment that you sit down and say, my customer is a doctor, my customer is a black man, his disposable income is this, he rides in a car for 45 minutes, so yes, he'll listen to my podcast because he has this problem, that problem, that problem. The moment you decide to say, who is my customer, and you obsess over your customer's problem, you will start identifying. I literally, at home, I have this avatar. It's literally a woman. Her name is Elaine. And what she does, she's 45 and older. She's a doctor. She has disposable income. She makes about between 100 and 200,000 a year, if not more. That is my customer. My customer literally has issues. They don't want to do anything with IT. They like, okay, I want to hand my card over. I'm so sick of this IT stuff. Elaine is my customer. The other doctor, we would say, let's say Dr. Jonah. Dr. Jonah, she is a DIY. She does not want to spend money. She does not want to have anything to do with anybody that's like, okay, I need $6,000 for this project. She wants to lowball you. That's not my customer. And that should not be your customer. Y'all need to understand the value that God has put on the inside of you. Don't lowball yourself, because it's a lot of people that will buy from you. But the moment you come in and say, I'm gonna do this for free, what does your mind do? If it's free, it might not be worth it. That's how a lot of people mind do that. But the moment that you take your check or you use your money to buy something, guess what happens? You automatically think it's valuable. It's a psychological thing that happens. Everything cannot be free, y'all. And we have to get out of that. You can give something free, okay, if you're doing like a lead magnet. Let's say you're going to a lead magnet and you're saying, hey, I got this customer, this is my lead, she's this, you got her demographics, you understand who she is. You can literally speak to her pain and she will give you money for you taking the time to obsess over her issue, okay? So just think about it. Who are your customers? Who's your dream 100? Is the person that's your dream 100, do they have disposable income? Are they are they in poverty? Is it like, how are they gonna spend money with you, okay? So again, what's the age of your customer? Are they 20? Are they 45? What disposable income do they have? Where do they live? Are they all in Tennessee? Are they black? Are they white? What kind of education do they have? Are they physicians? Are they, like you said, okay, what was yours? You said it was a father. How old are they? Are they a 16-year-old father? Are they like, you have to hone in on who your customer is, because you literally can take that and speak to them. If, for instance, when you do your marketing, my marketing would sound like this. Hey, are you a doctor who's stressed about IT headaches? Are you about 45 years old and you're sick and tired of going to sleep with all these issues about IT? Hi, my name is Tabitha. I love working with physicians, and you just go straight into, you speak into their pain first, but you go straight into who they are and what you can do to help them. Because everybody wants help. Y'all are created for that, okay?
so now we've talked about, like I said, the market analysis of who your customers are. How big is the market that you're trying to serve? Because even if these customers, you're here for these customers to serve them. So how big is the market? And then what we can do is we can estimate how many potential clients could you serve. Like we can have big goals in our head right now on the top end saying, hey, I'm gonna have 100,000 customers, but right now, with the current infrastructure that you have, how many could you actually serve? And if you can figure this piece out right here of how much bandwidth you can serve now, it's gonna help you to where when you get to the point of scaling, you'll know how many more employees you need to bring in to then get to the next level. So think about how many clients could you serve? And then I think like Tabitha mentioned, I think it should be mentioned, it says focus on a niche market. So instead of it just being a broad range, most of you all, when you gave examples, you all kind of have your own niche where you're like, hey, I want to do with Christian kids or Christian clothing, or you want to do different things that's like, I think with land and farming. So find a specific thing and not just a general thing like I'm going to sell food, or I'm going to have something specific in a specific market. It's going to make you be able to hone in and focus a little bit more on that particular product, and then make it be better for you to serve your actual customers.
So next thing is, what are your customers doing now to fix their pain? This is basically seeing who the competition is. This is your current alternatives, the customer's current alternatives. What are they doing now? So explain how your potential customers are solving their problems today. This part on the business plan, it actually goes so when an investor is looking at your business plan, they're gonna want to know, did you do your research on your competition? You can't just come in and say, hey, can you give me 50,000 or 100,000 for this? And they're gonna ask you, okay, well, what are they doing now? What are your customers doing now? Yes, you have a great idea. Yes, I want to get on board, but what are they doing now? And if you say, well, I got the only idea out here, they're gonna think that you haven't done your research. They're gonna think you haven't done your homework, okay? So you need to analyze your competitors and look for the gaps. What's missing in the solutions they can provide? We kind of went over that already. So who is helping them right now? You need probably like 2 or 3 and give them like 2 sentences and then that'll be fine. So write that down. Who is helping, who or what is helping your customer right now? So you want to look at your area. What other businesses are similar? Who are your competitors in Tennessee and how are you different? Who are your competitors? That's basically the part of the business plan you need to go over.
All right, now that we're talking about the competitors, it's back to your business. What are your advantages? What makes your business better? And then you're going to be focusing on what sets your business apart from everyone else. If you, like I said, if you have a restaurant, what makes your restaurant better than others or set you apart from them? And then some of the things that you can, people may use for that to say what sets them apart. It may be their experience in that industry. It may be their location. It can be their pricing. It can be that they actually have a unique thing that no one has tapped into yet. So what is it about your business that you're going to be offering, that product or service that's going to make it stand out for anybody else? So when you look at it and they have to choose between 3 or 4 items, they say, I want yours. And then there's a scripture for this right here too. I had 1 Peter 4:10. as each one has received a gift, minister to one another as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. So that's going to be a key thing of what makes your business unique. God has given all of us unique abilities, and you can put that ability in your gift and so you push it to your customers.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all got that all written down. We're gonna go right back over it and we're gonna open it up for questions, okay?
I'm just gonna
So you can, if you got here, you got a chance to just go through. I'm gonna start with the questions again. I'm gonna give you the actual part of the business plan, and you can write it down and that'll be it. So we got one more hour to go. We're gonna get on the financing part. This part, you still have to pay close attention to it, but we're gonna get started. So let's start over. The first thing we said was name your business. Everybody got that? The second thing we did was mission statement, your why. Next thing, vision statement, bigger future. Think 3 to 5 years. Where do you see your business? The next thing, brief overview, 2 or 3 sentences about your product or service. This section is called Define Your Business Opportunity. What problem are you solving? This is identifying customer pain points. What difficulties are your customers experiencing that you can solve? Next one is, why is this problem worth solving? What makes your solution special? What's unique about your solution? Why will people choose you? Which unique features or benefits makes your solution stand out? So basically, you can write for this section is, what makes your solution special? Now, on the business plan, we're getting into our solution. It's a section called Our Solution. What are you offering? What will you sell to solve your customer problem? How does your solution work? How will your product or service make life better for your customers? Market analysis. Who are your customers? Focus on finding your dream 100 customers. Where do they hang out? What do they need the most? How big is your market? How many many customers could you realistically reach in the next year? Current alternatives. What are your customers doing now? Who or what is helping them right now? The next section is our advantages. What makes your business better? Give me just a moment. Let me finish this and I'm going to answer your question. Write it down for me, okay? What makes your business better? And the last thing is, why should customers choose your business over others?
I was asking what you were saying, was that part of the market analysis section, or was that like a separate section?
Okay, so our advantages is, no, I don't think it's not. No, it's not. Market analysis separate and our advantages is different. So we got current alternatives, which is your competitors. Our advantages is the last section. So your market analysis is who are your customers? How big is the market? Next is current alternatives. What are your customers doing now? What's your competition like? Next section, our advantages. What makes your business better? And why should customers choose your business over others? Okay, congratulations. Y'all did the first step to, we got part one. This is part one. We got part two. I'm gonna let y'all go to the restroom and do whatever you need to do, but we're gonna open it up for questions. Okay? So you got any questions, let us know.
Yeah, anybody with any questions? Like I said, the big thing about it is a lot of the stuff that you're writing, for those who may not have started this part yet, is we're getting the thoughts that God downloaded in your head, out of it and into the world, on paper, in the computer, or whatever, so you can get it out. And once you can see it and you can physically touch it and see it, you can start putting action to it. So that'll be the next biggest step, is putting action to it. But the first step is getting it out of your head. It's something that Brother Rod mentioned yesterday for those who attended, where he was saying paper and pen. Paper and pen was his system that he needed in the beginning. So we got to get this out of our heads and into the world. But any questions for any of the sections so far? If not, we're gonna, I guess, open it up for refreshments or bathroom break. Oh, quick bathroom break.
So what time is it?
All right, we can give you all, right now it's, I think it's 11, no, it's 10:58. We'll give y'all the 10:05. I mean, 11:05.
Oh.
Yeah, they can find me.
Okay, so some of us will be coming around with the sign-in code. Get ready to scan this, please, so that you can sign in.
about it. We got a document that we're covering. We're going to email it out to all of you. Ready? I think pause is back. What's up, man? How you pause this after I see you can stop it, but